What up, playa?
Man, it's feeling good. It's feeling like a good day.
Not bad. Could be better.
Yeah, maybe. You know what we're going to do? We're talking Winter with Swinter. Here from the, Swinter Group World Headquarters in St. Louis, Missouri. My name's Ken Bogeman. We've got, Zach Frame and Brent Reeder here. We're hanging out.
Bert?
Chit-chatting Bert?
Did you say Bert Reeder?
No, I said Brent Reeder.
I heard Bert.
Does it sound like Bert? Man.
I don't know. I just spent an hour in our international. I can't hear anything.
Is that a 91 or a 95?
That would be the 91.
It's a 91 International 4700.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the strongest running trucks we have.
Yeah. It wasn't yesterday. I lost a turbo boot.
Oh.
Getting on the highway.
Oh, that sucks.
I went 27 all the way to the next exit.
I've been there.
Man, we should add that to when is it time to get rid of equipment? Do we have that on the list of stuff to talk about later?
We don't have any equipment on the list.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, here. I'm going to.
No, yeah, we do. What kind of? I put one in yesterday that kind of covers equipment.
I saw there was some new stuff in there. So, I'm going to write this down here real quick.
It's a very floppy notebook.
You want to make it not?
No, I don't.
Not floppy? It's going to be one of those days, fellas.
It is. It's already warm.
You know what we're going to talk about right now, though? Okay, so for both of you that have listened to us for a while now, we'd like to say thank you. And Zach has on many occasions mentioned how we need to be on the Twitters.
We do.
Guess what we are?
Are we on the Twitter?
We are on the Twitters.
Nice.
You know what the problem is, though?
Nobody follows us.
Well, I don't know crap about Twitter. I don't know. Okay, so that's okay. So need some help on the Twitters. So it's the little name here says Talkin' Winter with Swinter.
Right. Is that the big name or the at name?
The big name is Talkin' Winter with Swinter.
Okay.
Okay. The at name is at Swinter Snow Talk.
That's not bad.
Swinter Snow Talk.
That's a pretty good handle.
I figured that kind of works.
I dig it.
At Swinter Snow Talk.
Who came up with that?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah. And you know what? It was after the last time we recorded, and you're like, dude, you really be on the Twitters. I'm like, fine. You want to go on the Twitters? The next day I was on the Twitters. And then you know what I did? I sat there. I'm like, okay, I think you got to you have to I don't know if it's a like or follow or friend or I don't know what the hell you call it on Twitter here, but but you got to get involved, right?
Right.
So I went through and I found 77 other Twitters to like. They're like,
are they snow related?
Yeah, they're all snow related, snow or weather. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So these people are all going to follow us back, right?
No,
2. We've got 2. So there's 2 of them. One of them is Nano Research Inc.
Thanks, guys.
Which is a scientific invention innovation company. Discovered the new breakthrough battery technologies at Nano. Whatever. Thank you.
Nice.
I don't know what the hell you do, but I'm really glad you like us. And I think the other one is some chick probably slinging an OnlyFans page. I don't know.
You'll have that from time to time.
I don't know if we should follow that back. Probably not.
It's not good marketing.
It's not, but it's our second like or follower or whatever. So
nice.
I'm hesitant to delete it, and I don't really know when to click on anything.
Keep them for a minute, and then once we get a few more, we'll let that go.
Okay, there you go. So you know what I think we should do? I think that we should do a giveaway
on Twitter.
Okay. For like our 50th
50
follow.
Okay.
I
like it.
We might not ever get there.
Right.
But if we do, it'd be pretty sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
That'd be kind of cool.
What do we want to give them?
Oh, man, there's so many possibilities.
I know, right?
Oh, goodness.
A crisp high five?
Well, then we'd have to go to them or them come to us.
We can make that happen. We can go there.
You want to go there?
I don't know. Depends where they are. Florida?
I don't know, man.
No? Okay.
I'm good to go for Florida.
Yeah. I'm thinking a Snowcaster. I'm thinking a 36 inch, wheeled Snowcaster.
That's a really nice giveaway.
I'm just saying, I would
have done like a can of Crown. But
they're like $150 now, right?
Oh, yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah,
they're very, very nice.
So I'm thinking the 30 SNC.
Okay.
Which, is the technical term for a 36 inch kick-ass push shovel plow thing. It's got wheels on it. It's awesome.
I've never understood that code.
Yeah?
It doesn't make any sense.
Because don't they have a 30 inch?
They have
there's a 30 inch shovel. But that's the 30 UPH.
Right, not the 30 SNC, which is the wheeled one.
Right.
And it's 36 inches.
Right.
Yeah. Way to keep it simple.
Yep. All right. Okay, so the 50th person to like or follow or whatever the hell you do on Twitter here.
Yeah.
Yeah, is gonna get a 30 SNC. We'll ship it to you.
So if we get to 49 and then I follow, do I get the Snowcaster?
Well, yeah. No, you work here. That's probably not okay. I don't care.
Rigged.
Whatever.
Get him out of here.
It's fine. Yeah, no. So, all right. So the 50th.
50th. All right, cool.
And what I want to do too is anybody that jumps in there on those first 50, I'd like to see if they want to get on the show with us.
Oh.
I think that'd be fun.
Oh.
I'd like to be like, hey, Bob, thanks for liking us or following us or whatever the hell it is on Twitter. How about we call you and we'll chit chat?
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you know what? I want to build the interaction here between people.
They really have to have a personality for it, though.
Or they don't, and it'll be more fun maybe.
Maybe.
You know, I'm just
Or
saying.
just silence.
You could be like, man, tell us all about yourself and your business. Be fine, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeff.
Okay. So, all right. So walk me through the Twitter thing. So, like, you go to Twitter.
Yeah.
You create yourself an account, and then you go up to the there's a little search Twitter bar up here.
Yep.
And then do you just type Swinner Snow Talk, or
Yep.
do you type
Swinner
Talking
Snow?
Winter with Swinner?
Either one should. Okay, once we get more popular, Talking Winter with Swinner will populate
Yeah.
our handle. But for now, you actually have to type in our handle at Swinner Snow Talk.
How long does it take for a like to show up here? Like if you were to go on
Instant.
your phone right now
Bow.
and be like, and like it?
Instant. Super quick.
If you were to go on your phone right now and
Are you telling
and
me
like it? I'm just saying you could be number 3, and then that would solve the number 50 problem.
Let me check my Twitter and see if it's worth.
If it's worth it?
Not if it's worth it, if it's a good idea.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Got it. Okay, you know what? Maybe you know what? You're a little shady in the.
I am not shady.
Oh.
Well.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well.
All right. Okay. So, are we done with the Twitters? Is that a good enough announcement?
I think so. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. All right. Cool. Well, then you know what else we should talk about? Oh, do you want to talk about equipment real quick?
What kind of equipment?
I don't know. We talked about equipment earlier. We could
Yeah.
talk- yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Just fix it.
Just fix it.
Just fix it.
When's the right time to ditch your equipment?
When it breaks too much. I don't know. We can go down a hole on that one.
When the tread wears out on the original tires.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
It would be cool to be one of those guys that just gets a new truck every year. Doesn't ever replace tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know. All right. So yeah, no. All right. So
Yeah, no.
there we are. All right. You know what I'm going to do? You know what we should do?
What should we do?
We're going to call this an episode. We're going to
That's
kill
the
it.
end?
We're going to kill it at 8 minutes, and it's going to be called the Twitter announcement.
Oh, well, that'll work.
And then we're done that way. And if people are like scrolling through our podcast, they'd be like, how do we get to them on the Twitters? And then they could see it right there.
This is how.
Because Elon, he's going to want to know.
Elon's a G.
He's going to be in here like with a great big old stogie loaded full of not tobacco and hanging out with us. And we're all going to be like, you can't have that in here because, you know, we're regulated by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
Sure are.
So you got to take that and get.
You got to go and get.
Yep. And he'll look up at me like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to jail for you or anybody.
Bam.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Okay. That's it.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet on this one. There it is. The announcement of El Twittero.
Yeah.
And if this is, and the 50th liker gets the 30 SNC.
Got it.
Yep. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, I feel like they already know who we are because it's only been 8 minutes. Talking Winter with Swinner. We're now on the Twitters. Talking Winter with Swinner at Swinner Snow Talk
On Twitters.
on Twitters. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Oh, we're back. Here we are. Man, it's like we never left.
Piggybacking.
Woo! Talking Winter with Swinner.
Piggybacking.
Yep. But you can get us at Swinter Snow Talk on the Twitters.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitters. Yep. My name's Ken Bogeman. We got Zach Frame, Brent Reeder.
Go.
Although I like Burt Reeder better. It's like Burt. It's like
I
Burt
knew
Reynolds.
that wasn't going to go away.
But, it's like Burt Reynolds, but different.
It's like Burt Reynolds without a mustache.
Dude, you should grow a mustache.
I saw his car when I was in Tennessee.
Did you?
Yeah, the car.
The car?
The car.
Did it have a mustache?
No.
No. You know, we had some when we remodeled the lobby and waiting room area up front. The one of the carpenters that was working on stuff. I went out and I pointed out to him that I'm like, okay, so this column wrap here is, 6 inches at the bottom and it's like 7.5 at the top. It's maybe we could straighten that out for me, bud. What do you think? And he goes, I don't think it's a problem. I think all you need to do is get you a picture of Burt Reynolds, maybe without a shirt on, and stick it right up there at the top. And anybody that's going to care about that's going to look at that picture instead of the wall.
Okay.
And I was like, you're probably not wrong. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, fix it. He's like, oh.
So you didn't do
Yeah,
it.
okay. No, I fixed it.
No pictures of Burt Reynolds?
No pictures of Burt Reynolds. Well, not shirtless Burt Reynolds.
Just Burt.
Just Burt. Burt Reader.
Oh man,
Yep, that's going to stick.
gonna have to kill that quick.
Yep. Man. So, you know what? So let's say that you were trying to figure out how to kill Burt Reynolds. Not Reynolds, Reader. Burt Reader, right? You got
right.
That was a horrible segue. It's just not going to work
It's
at all.
not at all.
So, what we are going to talk about though?
Getting past the gatekeeper.
Getting past the gatekeeper. Yep.
Exciting.
This is one of your topics, right?
Yeah, it's something we struggle with all the time.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I struggle with it sometimes.
So all right, tell the good people about your struggles, fine sir.
Well, I'm much better in person than I am on the phone. So let's say I call a company and I want to get to the person I need to talk to.
Yeah.
And you don't know their name is where the real kicker is. If you know their name, it's real easy to just act like you know them and they're your friend.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. But if you don't know the name and you call the company and you're like, hey, I'd like to, speak to the person involved with your fleet maintenance or whatever. He's busy. Oh, okay. Well, when's a better time to call back? Do you have an extension for him or how do I get
And they're like, never.
Yeah. Don't ever come back here again.
Yeah. Gatekeepers.
Right. In person, you just walk past them.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So how do you find them?
how do you get in front of the guy or gal you need to get in front of?
Yeah. You know what, Mike? So I think this is a good time to tell stories, right? Story time with Swinner.
Story time is good.
That's right.
Imagination.
Here we go. You know what? One of my favorites was there was a computer company that had a giant campus here in St. Louis at one point, and guard shacks at the entrances, right?
Nice.
And so we were actually test driving a car maybe that we were going to buy for my lovely bride Nicole over there. Hi, Nicole. She waves. And so I'm like, hey, there's no plates on this car. We got to just go on in and see if we can find a property manager. So we drove right past the guard shack and just started tootling around. I was looking for overhead doors for the loading docks, right? And sure enough, here comes the guard. I'm like, yeah, I'm just wondering who I talked to. And it was amazing. The clouds parted, sun shone down from the heavens above, and Barney Fife decided to give me all of the information that you could possibly want to know. Oh, here's the guy. Here's his contact information. Blah 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 blah. It was amazing. It worked out really well.
That's never happened for me.
Yeah, I think that was 15 years ago. I think you might get shot for doing that now.
Right.
But
Sometimes you get lucky and the receptionist or someone will just give you the person to talk to, including their phone number and email. Most of the time, they're going to say, well, I'll take your information and pass it on. They'll contact you.
Yep.
That's the one that very rarely goes the way you want.
yep.
So if you're getting that avenue, you got to start by doing research, and you got to first find out who that person is.
Right.
That way, when you show up, you can act like you know what you're talking about and ask for that person.
Yeah, I think Zach's looking for ideas on how to do that. So I got one.
Yeah.
Yep. So the loading dock areas, right? So if you can find a loading dock or some type of a maintenance garage or something like that on site, just walk on in. Just walk right through those doors, walk in and look for the break room that's going to have somebody from the maintenance staff on there. And you're going to walk in and be like, hey, here's who I am. Here's what I'm doing. Who do I talk to? And they'll happily give you that information. So it's, at least I've been pretty successful doing that on like large campuses, where they have a groundskeeping type area. That's a really good way to do that.
Really?
Yep.
So if you're looking to do snow on a big campus, look for the guy on the gator driving around.
100%. Huh. Because that guy on the gator has a boss.
Right.
That he'll know and he'll be able to tell you who it is to get to. And you're hoping that person is not the decision maker. And here's why. Because the decision maker doesn't have time to talk to you. The decision maker only talks to people that he thinks is important or she thinks is important. So that's a very, very hard person to get a hold of. However, if you can get to, not the decision maker, but maybe the, one or two steps down and make, build a relationship with that person, and that person is likely the person that's overseeing the groundskeepers. Right. So you get to know them, talk about, and build that relationship, and then make it so that when they decide to go to bed, that person tells the decision maker, hey, you ought to give Zach a call. He seems like a pretty good guy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And so now you're setting you ready to go. So, I mean, it's a long game. but it's
Yeah.
something where I've been pretty successful with befriending and building relationships with one or two down from the decision maker. So when the decision maker looks for, is looking for somebody to bid from, they trust the people that are on their staff. Generally, they hired them. So it's that's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah, I think this, the service industry as far as sales goes is totally different than like a retail industry, obviously. So with a retail, you're wanting to close right then and there. With a service industry, it's really, like you said, a long game to get to that point where finally a deal can be made.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking for the kind of account where you're gonna just you're gonna roll them through the coals and make as much money as you possibly can in one season, that's not a real good plan for longevity. Yeah. Brent, you got any ideas? You want to throw anything in there?
Yeah, the long game is definitely, unfortunately, the biggest solution to that.
Yep.
Finding anybody you can, finding a contractor who's already doing work on site, but maybe not doing what you're looking to do, so that they're actually willing to talk to you,
Right.
and just start hitting them up for information.
Yeah. Another good thing to do is if you're, if whatever, part of the country you're in, there's going to be, large facility management or property management companies. So like, like your CBREs, your JLLs, things like that, where they have their own maintenance staff. So if you're at Home Depot and you see the maintenance tech from CBRE in there getting something, talk to them too. Say, hey, who do you guys use currently? Who's the decision? Who should I talk to about that? Talk to those people out in the field. Because again, they're not the ones that immediately put up the defense and say, no, don't talk to me. I don't want to be bothered by a vendor.
Right.
They're a lot more likely to give you the information that you need. Another good tip too is if you cruise by a facility and you can see who some of the other service providers are. So, if you could see who's doing the landscaping or who's doing the pest control or who's doing, parking lot striping or who's doing, HVAC or mechanical maintenance or even the trash, janitorial services, things like that. If you can pick out who the other vendors are and then look for any type of similarities in the properties you want to service and the vendors that they have doing other services, and then call those other services. Say, hey man, I'm Zach. I'm here from Swinner Group. We're in similar non-competing businesses. You want to get together and grab a bite for lunch? I'd love to pick your brain on some stuff. Maybe we could, open our Rolodexes and, switch some information around. Okay. Open our Rolodexes.
Wow.
Jesus. Yeah, both you guys just shook your heads. Well, I don't know how to work the Twitters either, so whatever. It's fine.
Hey, I still have a Rolodex in my house.
There you go. You know what? Me not knowing how to work the Twitters, that tracks.
I've never had one.
See what I just did there?
Yeah, it did.
I used a young hip term. You never had a Rolodex?
Nope.
What the hell?
Why would I do that?
So you can find people's contact information?
I usually wrote it down or I kept their business card, but not in a Rolodex.
Disorganized swine.
He had the stack of business cards and a rubber band.
How long have you had a cell phone?
I don't know, 6-8 months.
So
it's been a minute.
As soon as cell phones have been out, there was a way to save them in your contacts list.
Fair.
That's all you've needed.
Fair.
That's been since the late 90s? When they could do that?
I don't know, dude. I was 9 years old.
I had a pager when I was in high school.
Then why did you have a Rolodex?
I still have a Rolodex. I think they're neat. I like them.
So it's like an antique collection thing.
Yeah.
Do you still fill it out?
Yeah, sometimes. Like when I find a really good company that I like, working with, personal outside of work stuff, yeah, they go in the Rolodex.
And then you know what you do? You talk to that company and we're like, hey, you don't happen to do any work for XYZ Property Management, do you?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to pass my cell phone down to my kid when I die, but I can pass down my contacts and my Rolodex.
Well, yeah, God knows nobody wants to see what's in your phone.
No, you don't.
I was like, you could give the phone. I mean, it's right there. They can actually just take it.
Well, the phone can break. Rolodex is forever.
Word.
There's the cloud.
Hey, before this is over, I got something else I want to toss in there, though.
Go for it.
Yep. Crap, I just lost it.
Come on.
See, I should have written stuff down.
If you'd backed it up to the cloud.
Or written it down on my Rolodex. You know what? If I had a planner.
See.
I used to have a really, really nice Franklin Covey planner.
Oh, I
nice.
despise those. I hate those things.
No, it was great.
I had previous job tried to convince me to use those, and I despised it.
Nice. Oh, I got it again.
Well, welcome back.
So yeah. So we had talked about, trying to meet other service providers, right? In the snow business, if you are dedicated to snow and you really are focused in on snow, your town is going to have a lot of landscaping companies that are competing with other landscaping companies for the landscaping work. And they would much prefer to not have a landscaping company that also does snow doing the snow on an account where they're doing the landscaping.
Oh, fair, yeah.
So work to build relationships with the landscaping companies that are in your town and explain, look, I'm not going to throw all of my recommendations your way, but we should be allies as opposed to, enemies, because I'm not providing a competing service. We're not in the landscaping business. And this is the same pitch to your janitorial and trash and HVAC companies. Hey, let's talk about how to, slide referrals, each other's way, and let's see what we can do. And you'll be amazed at some of the accounts that you have that other people either want or would like to know more about. And the more open you are and the more honest you are in those conversations, the more likely you are to come out of that with a good referral, as well as somebody that you can work with down the line as well.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. That's a biggin.
That's a big one.
That's a biggin. Yep. Yeah. But then otherwise, I mean, it's, I think that there's any time that you're told, oh yeah, you just got to go on our website and fill in our vendor portal.
Yeah.
Don't even waste your time.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never had one of those come back good.
No, it's a huge waste of time.
Yeah.
I put in my first one the other day.
Oh yeah? For where? No, man, I don't want to know.
Okay. Sorry, we're not trying to demotivate you on that, but
It was only one, and it was the only one.
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's different if you're talking to somebody and say, hey, I just need you to get this set up. Well, then yeah, go.
Yeah, it was nothing like that.
Oh, okay, there you
It
go.
was like, I can't talk to you because we buy through this.
You know what's fun was there was an account here that was a medical facility that when Brent had kind of first come on, he was like going after this place, man, going after it, filling out the portal, making calls. Like, I mean, he was really kicking ass and doing a really good job of getting in there. And I didn't even know this was happening. And then I popped into our sales meeting and I'm like, hey man, I got a contract for that property. And he's like, what the hell? Yep. It turned out we knew the guys that were doing the landscaping.
Imagine that.
Yeah. And they called us. They're like, hey, you want to bid on this? I'm like, sure do.
So relationships
Worked
are
it out.
mega important.
Mega important.
And you're sad.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy we got it, which was the goal. But I spent a lot of time on that, and he spent none.
Well, it wasn't none. I mean, I answered the phone.
Yeah.
I went by a site visit.
I spent money trying to find that.
Fair. You know what we would like to know? We would like to know what you guys do on getting past the gatekeeper. What are some tips and tricks and things that we might be able to share with the world? And you know how you can get that information to us?
2 ways.
Oh my God. It is. It's amazing. You can be like the young hip kids these days and go to, Talking Winter with Swinner on the Twitter.
How many is it subscribers or
Swinner Snow Talk. We have 2.
Is that it?
Well, yeah.
You never know. You might need to refresh it.
Well, no, we haven't even aired the other episode yet.
Refresh it.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm refreshing right now. Wait, there is. Oh my God, there's 3. Wow. Snow Sith. Love it.
Should have went with Burt Reader.
Why do you think that's me?
Oh, that's awesome. Yep. So anyways, there he is. That's it. That's how to get past the game. Oh no. Talking Winter with Swinner at Swinner Snow Talk or podcasts at swinnergroup.com.
Is it podcast or podcasts?
Podcast.
No, you put an S on the end.
I did. Oh, it's because I'm dumb. It's just one.
Not dumb.
Podcast. I misspoke.
It flows together. Podcasts. It's hard not to put a.
I hear you guys saying the same thing, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I blame Burt Reader.
Me too.
Yep.
Hashtag blame Burt on Twitter.
Love it. All right, man. That's it. Talking Winter with Swinner. We will, we're going to bounce. We'll chitter chat with y'all later. See ya.